John Roberts. I started flying helicopters almost a year ago, and they're just fun to fly. Probably the most exciting place is flying over to Martha's Vineyard. I've got a house under construction there, so we kind of flew over it, took some pictures, and that was a lot of fun to see it from the air. Well, I'm a fixed-wing pilot. I've been a fixed-wing pilot for 5 years. I fly a Pilatus, and I use that strictly as transportation. And I find that I probably spend 80% of the time looking inside at the instruments. With a helicopter, to me, that's just fun to fly. You're low, you're slow. The helicopters are extremely maneuverable, and I spend 95% of my time looking outside. So it's just very different and just a lot more fun. As a fixed-wing pilot, I was constantly learning. So I got my tailwheel endorsement, I've got my float plane endorsement, so I'm constantly learning and studying. And as I started with helicopters, first of all, it's a lot harder to get your helicopter license. Not impossible, but it takes a lot more training than a fixed-wing. And I just have found it's just, again, expanded my capabilities and knowledge of overall aviation. Well, I learned different things from different instructors, so I actually like not just flying with one instructor, I like flying with multiple instructors. And I think the best advice they gave me is you have to stay ahead of the helicopter. You almost have to be thinking about what you want that helicopter to do before you do it. Well, I knew a lot of the radio communications, which was the biggest challenge when I became a fixed-wing pilot, so I already knew how to talk on the radio, and then I knew the different airspaces and aviation rules and regs. So that part, I kind of think of that as the book part of learning to fly a helicopter. I felt like I was ahead there, and so that helped me as I began to learn how to actually fly the helicopter. If you decide to fly helicopters, just make sure you do it on a regular basis. So as an example, I already have my helicopter pilot's license, but I'm back with Blue Hill Helicopters flying with an instructor once a week or once every other week, and so I'm constantly improving my training and capabilities. So that's a very important part of staying current with your helicopter skills. I chose Blue Hill because it was close to where I live, and they fly the Robinson R-44 helicopters, which I just think is a fabulous helicopter. And I think the training environment has been much more personal than what I've experienced in other places, and much more consistent. And the trainers, I think, are really dedicated to making sure they build the proficiencies into you so you can be successful as you progress through learning to fly a helicopter.